Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. Seventh, you shouldn't have, but thank you. Misha, how you guys doing? My head hurts so bad. There's no kids here, just the cats. And I gotta listen for Goose. Oh, sure, I will sing it. Well, I don't sing very well, love. But I can ASMR get you to sleep. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And if I do that 3 times, I'm going to pass out. But it may help my headache. There you go. That's perfect. I probably don't dare sing it and get a copyright strike. The 25th and 26th, Monday and Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I gotta go over to Issaquah again for more biopsies. Either side. I'm not really looking forward to it. But at least the first one, when I drive over, is not at the butt crack of dawn. Hey, Paola, how are you, hun? It's not gonna be. It's at 1:30, so I can wake up at a civilized time and start to drive. Then the next one is at 10:30, but we're gonna have to stay the night. So that hey, Chew. So I gotta find a place that's that's Thanksgiving week. Lovely. So I don't think I'm gonna get Kenny cooking done. Oh, that's why my head is just pounding. I was telling daughter that maybe by the get this all wrapped up, I'll have a nice new shiny set just for the beginning of summer. But I don't know. I know for sure I'm losing righty. The test will tell me if I'm losing lefty. So if hey Rick, so if anything even looks out of the normal, the one that worries me on the left is the MRI found something that looks suspicious in my lymph nodes, and I'm like, wonderful, great. So my head hurts. Yeah. Yeah, get some rest, Misha. Get a nap in for me. I don't want to. Have you seen these sleeves? These some people have to wear now after they have like lymph node removals because all the fluid backs up. They look so god awful uncomfortable. That's true. That is true. Seventh. The kids didn't care what. I used to have to cook too. 2 14-pound turkeys. So there wouldn't be any fight over who got the legs. There was at least 4 that way. But yeah, and I do have those nifty, and I never use them. Cutco kitchen scissors. So I could do that. Oh, that's a tough one. Her birthday's tomorrow. I mean, you could just put out a simple happy birthday. Nothing fancy, nothing, you know, outstanding, just a happy birthday. And that way that she has less of a reason to bitch. She can't say, well, mom didn't wish me happy birthday. But at least, even if it's just those 2 words, happy birthday. And that's it. Yeah, oh, good God. My oldest turns 36 today. Me. So, yeah, I haven't told him. But mom's going to have parts missing. because I didn't want to ruin his birthday. So thanks, Better. I kind of do too. It hides my chaotic mess. But this is how dark. This is what 1:30 in the afternoon, and this is how dark my curtains are. It's really nice because the granddaughter will sleep until 9 o'clock in the morning because she still thinks it's dark outside. So I get a little bit of a sleeping in whenever I have her. But my poor brain is just all this is coming. Like here with you guys yesterday, I got the results, so I kind of had an idea. And then sitting there, and then the surgeon calls, and then she says, "Well, okay, well, we're gonna take we're taking the right side, right?" And I'm like, well, after reading the results, I'm like, yeah. And then depending on if I take the left side, and if I get a flap, I forget there's some other letters that go in front of it. Oh, yeah. They don't. Sounds like she uses you as a sounding board. This is my plan, so don't make anything around him, or during them. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have that issue this year Christmas of dealing with any parents, but not. And luckily, the farm Thanksgiving is, I think, Saturday. And of course, that's going to give me a headache too. Because I'm going to have all these questions of what's going on, what's happening, what are they doing next? Well, I don't know. I may have my results by then. So, oh yeah, it's just, she's going along with this last election cycle. She's been unburdened of what could have been. So it's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, it's just like, here, I'll tell mom I'll dump her so she knows what's going on, and then my conscience feels better, and away I go. Yeah. Yeah, it's like clearing her conscience and then taking off again. It's one thing I did not raise girls. I raised, well, a 36-year-old asshole now. He can be a complete dick, but he can also be really sweet too. But when he's a dick, he's a dick. At the point I swatted his butt with a shovel when he was little. Antagonizing me. He was like 13. I got it up. All I could do was reach him the very, very end of the handle. So, of course, there's not a whole lot of force behind it. But I patted him in the ass. You hit me with the shovel. It's like, shut up. You deserved it. So, yeah. But I know I'm going to have my sister-in-law, who's already gone through all this. She's had the double and no reconstruction. And that's how I know about the sleeve. If you have to take out some lymph nodes, the swelling and stuff. Oh, God, it looked uncomfortable. And to think that one would have to sleep with that. I don't think I'd sleep. I might have to have sleeping pills. No. I used to know. I don't know why I'm having an appointment now with the surgeon on Friday because we pretty much made a decision yesterday. Yeah, well, my insurance is going to cover it, so who cares? But I got to get hold of the surgeon, the reconstructive plastic surgeon. Because the flap procedure, you have a couple of months healing from your mastectomy, and then they take skin and all, skin, blood vessels, fat from your lower belly, which I got plenty. And they just can, they shift it up, and it still has your blood vessels. I don't know how about it for nerves or anything. It's you get fat, they get fat, you lose weight, it loses weight. So, it's more realistic. So, hey, Todd, how's it going? It's more realistic. So, and I think probably take less medications. My body probably wouldn't reject it. But, so I get if I can work it out, it'll be a 2-for-1 deal. A boob job and a tummy tuck all at the same time. But I guess it's like a 6 oh, that's a 6-hour surgery, and if they gotta do 2 sides, it's a good thing I'll be out and not no time flu. Good, good. Yeah. So, but I think that's gonna require a longer stay. So I gotta talk to my surgeon, I gotta call and I guess schedule an appointment. So, good, awesome, awesome. I just did another layer of pour and oh, I don't have the curtain open. I watched a guy. I never stuck around to see if he could make that corner or not, but that's a really sharp corner. Behind me, and if he made it with the regular trailer and an add-on behind it. That's how I end up with apples in my yard. Yeah. It's always interesting to look out the window and go, oh. And they're out there picking up apples. Still waiting for the semi to end up in my backyard. I don't know if I can find the building since I can't send anything this way. Let's see if I can find Google Earth. Map. I don't need. And who knows where this internet's going to put me. Sometimes it thinks I'm in Seattle, and sometimes it thinks I'm in Cheney, which is nowhere near where I'm at now. But, evidently I don't have Google set for the dark mode. What? No, just, I don't need a platform. I just need the bleeping picture. Maybe it's Google Maps. No. Oh, my head hurts. It's already hurting. I don't need a platform. I just, Hey, hold on. This might do it. Since it's a Safari, I should have maps. Oh, thanks you. That's why I said 7th you shouldn't have. That's more for like it. But if anybody's got a sugar daddy that they know, because I know most of us are pretty much broke, can pass it on. So, yeah. Hey, Body Illusion. Jimena, how are you guys doing? I'm trying to find. Well, how in heaven's name did I get out there? In another country? Oh, I need satellite. I can't even find myself on this map. Where's home? Where's home? No. No. My little corner of the world is just... Is there a explore satellite? There we go. My little corner of the world. Let's see. Go to... Screen share. I'm finally figuring this out. Okay, my little corner of the world is this little spot right there. I am at the edge of civilization. Those are the Cascades. Okay, so if I'm gonna be down the bottom, and so I'm like over here. Whenever I have to go to the west side, instead of having a nice shot straight across, I have to go to Yakima, down and around Ellensburg, and then up to Issaquah. So I basically have to backtrack. Okay, let's see how much of this will get me. See if you can see how tight that corner is. These guys have to go around. Yeah, this is how big my town is. It's not, that's it. That's my town right there. Nah. Okay. Okay, these guys, that's relatively recent. The Jeep's in the front. These guys have to make, they come from over here and they got to make this corner. A lot of times this is with apples in it. And there's a, I don't think I can get it any closer. No. There's a, you can see my little expanded metal table from the 1960s in my backyard. And how they like to park here in the shade, which I can't say that I blame them in the hot summer sun, but it's a bitch to water because I don't want to be rude and water their cars. So, but yeah, they got to make this tight little corner. It's kind of entertaining. There's just some days I'll just sit there with my cup of coffee and stare out the window like, if somebody was here, I'd take odds on, who's gonna. Oh, I'm not home. Daughter's home, but I'm not home. If they're gonna make the corner or not. So definitely not a house for sunbathing. No. The plus side, there's these guys don't really bother me, so yeah. That's a little corner I gotta take. No, so I need my glasses, sweetheart, to see what I'm trying to read. I can't find them. That's cool, Misha. God, I really need to. I don't have any pair. Oh, wait. I have the shitty box of glasses over here, I think. Of the, not my favorites. And some people call me the gangster of love. All right, here's the box. I gotta be smarter than the box to get into it. Okay. These aren't very sightly, but they're computer glasses. And they'll work. Yep. That's what came to my mind. Okay. And the little plastic cover. Oh, these are going to be stunning. And so the little sticker off of the power on it. Or I'll look like Mini Pearl. Oh, God, that is so much easier. Oh, wow. This is just, wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me get this thing off here. My stunning backyard that really could use some weed and feed and some. Oh God, these are horrid. These are absolutely horrid. They're too bright and too white. I'll just bring them down when I need to read something. But I think I need to turn the dings down. So hopefully the cardiologist says something like, let's have an ablation since everything else is fine with my heart. No thinning wall, no nothing other than my slight murmur that I already knew about in my PVCs. So that'd be nice if that could get done. But Friday, it's going to be you know. Oh no, the second week? Oh my God. That's tough. Shit. Oh, I don't. The medication that I like, my insurance won't pay for. So I'm really, really I have to be really bad before I use it. So, hey, suspicious. I was thinking to myself last night, and so if I end up with a double mastectomy and a reconstruction, just throwing this out there, mind you, if I don't have nipples, can I run around topless like you guys do? I mean, that's the big thing with women is, can't show the nipple. So, well, if I don't have any, can I just run around? I'll look like oh, I don't know if I can find it. I have it's too much of a pain to get out. Apple label. Um, and it took me a while to figure out what was. Let's see if I can at least get the picture of it up. There we go. I have this label. All right. Oh, it's thinking. No, not that. What did I do? Oh God. Share screen, not video file. Yeah. See, I'd probably look a lot. There's nothing there to. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I would. I've heard they build them if they take them from one side to the other, but if both sides are gone, So, but yeah, they do tattoos. They do tattoos. Oh, I know. I would definitely trust your daughter and be more comfortable than my tattoo artist. Yeah, I can't just say, yeah, hey, Tim, can you draw me some new nipples? Yeah, I can't see that. He'd be looking at me going, you want me to what? Yeah, pasties for the win. Exactly. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm hoping for just grafting my own belly fat and just moving it up a little. But yeah, that you should have seen the 13-year-old daycare boy when we were at the museum. I said, I have this one. I said, I have this label and this label, and I said, do you notice something missing on her? He's like, no. He's looking at her, and I said, she don't have any nipples. And he's like, oh my God, she doesn't. So just depending on the color of my outfit, I can add a new color to the, yeah, color matching. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get a nice new fresh set and just in time for summer. So 90s. Yep. Oh yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Was that the Dark Knight one or was it? Because I think I only watched the Val Kilmer and the Clooney once. That was enough. I like the Dark Knight one series though. Yeah. Yeah. Oh look, it's raining outside. How come my shirt is? Oh, never mind. Mm-hmm. So, Okay, okay. I remember the nipples on the outfit, but I didn't remember who it was. Yeah. Oh God, I needed to laugh because this head is just throbbing. I mean, I could have got an earlier date for the biopsies, but it's like go 1 week and go the next week. Just one day after the other is fine. Then I can go to Trader Joe's again. They have dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh, I got a small bag of 6, and that was enough. But oh my God. Oh, I bet he does. Yep, I can see that the Batman outfit in my head. Um, yeah. But yeah, I was a Dark Knight fan. And rest in peace, Heath Ledger. That was quite a role to have to play. Mhm. Yeah. I still need to see the Joker 2. I haven't seen that. The first one was, I liked it. Very dark, but you're going. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, he did an excellent job, and I think part of that messed him up. Going down that deep, dark, trying to get into that character. Not every personality can go into a character and leave the character there and have them come out of it. It's like no, not really. I mean, I can't see the Joker. I mean, he did go dancing down the stairs, but to me, that's about all the dancing the Joker needed. Oh, I heard that. I haven't seen anything about it. My son's first tattoo when he's 18, back of his calf, it's the big Batman symbol. Big fan of Batman, especially the Dark Knight. Oh, okay. I have Max. I barely watch TV. Before this, was putting together my meds watching Slapped Ham. So I'm sitting there watching basically ghost videos. I'm so tired of election shit. Then there's only so many Anunnaki movies I can watch. So, okay. That'll be interesting. I get, oh, I remember Julie Newmar as Catwoman. That really ages me. And was it Romero? Was the Penguin? God, that ages me. Because I used to get so pissed because Watergate would interrupt my daily cartoon viewing as a 5-year-old. So I didn't get to watch Batman because Watergate was on. So, of course, I think most of us kids when we were younger, growing up watching that Batman, every time we hit our brothers and sisters, we would yell Pam or Pa, Bam or Pow or whatever, just like the little things that would come out, when Batman hit the bad guy. And yeah. So, okay. All right. Joker. Okay. I can't remember. Oh, he was. Oh my God, Meredith Burgess. He was with that little monocle. Yeah, yeah, he was a hell of a Joker. Yeah, he did a good job. Jesus, that's a flashback. And what do I get a kick out of watching the kids watched? Shazam. And I'm like, y'all know that was a Saturday morning TV show, right? They're like, no. And I'm like, yeah. Anybody remember Okay, I couldn't remember the actor's name who played the Riddler. I could sure see him in my head though. Um, we had the Shazam ISIS hour, and I'm wondering if that's where I started my fascination with ancient Egypt. Yep, 70 Shazam. Oh God, I love the one on what is it? L.A. Story, where he's ordering his said how did he put that cafe espresso decaf, and it was good and long with a twist of lemon. And everybody around the table's like, I'll have one of those too, and I'll have one of those too. I mean, yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, the old what is it, Sid and Mary Crofts? That who did that? I think he was one of the Riddlers too, yeah. Um oh yeah, me and my friend last night were talking because she's had them lopped off and added on, and evidently I guess where she was, they took them off and added them on all at the same time. I'm like, guess you really wouldn't need a bunch of stretching of skin at that point. Um, but she's like, you can get a tattoo. I'm like, well, that could be flowers, vines, and she's like, really? You flowers? I said, okay, no. I could either get a full death bat or what would be cool, but if I got the flap thing, they'd be gone anyway. Not to mention it hurt. I think it hurt right. It hurts against the spine. It's gonna hurt against the rib cage. Isis wings would be pretty, but that's just me. Just have, but I don't. But yeah, I just can't see me. No, I'll just get the add-ons and maybe get a small little pink ribbon and call it good. I wonder if I could even feel the tattoo with a flat procedure. Interesting. Oh God, The Jerk was great, and I just loved it when he writes home to his mother after being in the circus. Writes her home to his mom. Mama, I found my purpose in life, and I'm like, oh my God. But Batman Beginning. What? I don't. I have no clue what we've watched in this house. I remember Bane. I mean, so um, I don't watch. I can't watch a lot of TV anymore because it's like, well, from what I've heard, this one, this one, this one, this one. It's just rumors or whatever that are the wee ones. They like the wee ones, and I just can't watch. No, mm, nope. Do like I don't know if I've seen Grand Canyon. Um, if you've got Hulu, look up for Steve Martin. Was it Only Murder in a Building with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and then little Selena Gomez? That's good. That's hilarious. A lot of dry, I mean, typical Steve Martin humor. So yeah, it's yeah, it is. Oh wow, yeah. A lot of them get sucked into that world, and um, they don't. They don't. Usually, something's either something goes wrong up there, or they've been so blackmailed that they can't go anywhere really without having a handler. So, oh God, I had Comedy's Not Pretty. Matter of fact, I've got it on iTunes. Comedy's Not Pretty. Um, The Wild and Crazy Guy. And what's the other one? I had 3 of his albums, LPs, 33s, growing up as a kid. And I remember when the song King Tut came out. And one of the things from Steve Martin that I remember, one of the first phrases I learned in Spanish, because even though I was raised Mexican, mother never taught me. She's like, "We're in America. You're gonna learn English." And you even act like you have a Hispanic accent and a Mexican. Oh, I got my ass beat. She's like, "No, you're gonna speak proper English." But one of the main thing I remember as a kid from my one phrase in Spanish that I knew was "Donde está de casa de Pepe?" Where's Pepe's house? And that's what I knew. So yeah. When you break up with the girl, you throw dog poop on their shoes. I break with thee, I break with thee, I break with thee. Yeah, I spent a lot of time. Yeah. I had those 3 albums, Robin Williams's Reality. Wow, what a concept. And then Bill Cosby's I Started Out as a Child. And that's what I would listen to over and over as a kid. And I would act it out in front of the mirrors, what they would have been doing on stage. I can't. Oh God, and Bridget Peters, she did a good job too. And those glass holders that made everybody cross-eyed for a while. Yep. Oh, uh, mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. How did they'd ask me, "Do you speak Spanish?" Muy poquito, just enough to get my ass in trouble, because I can pull off I could pull off the inflections and that the way it's spoken. So yeah, it's just enough to get my ass in trouble. So, and I knew when my great great aunt was looking at me and look at my mother and call me a little gordita. It's like, thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate that. There's a lot of Spanish speaking up here, and actually, we're the only mostly white household in this little neighborhood. Everybody else is Spanish. So, what did the neighbor went a couple years ago, and I was tickled pink. He goes to Mexico every winter. Can't say that I blame him. But he brought me back cojete, and I'm like, oh, this is so good. It's like Mexican caramel. It is so good. But oh yeah, you would fit in just right. I mean, I'm like what did I consider myself? Not quite a dozal. I'm Native American, but I was raised Mexican, so I identify more Mexican than Native American. So good. Oh, so you're like way, way up there, Brazzy. Oh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. I used to be able to make a Subway sandwich in Spanish. I didn't retain it. Oh yeah, yeah. What irritates the shit out of me is we'll have some of them that have lived here forever. Will act dumb and speak Spanish to you at the deli. Luckily I knew what things was, but yet you can hear them out in the actual aisle speaking English. I'm like, you asshole. Well, the one guy was a creepy asshole, so yeah. Oh wow! So Jesus, you're not about close to about the level with the Yukon, or not quite that high. because I've been to the Yukon. So, yeah. No, but a lot of the kids learned a lot of cuss words. And watch my mother's face. Oh, good Lord. That she's gonna slap them too. Anyway, yeah, it's very prominent here. So I can read it better than I can speak it. Um, let's see. Um, I don't speak Spanish. As far as Mother got was teaching me my eyes, my nose, my mouth, and my ears. You know. What was it? My great great aunt. See, my mom's side of the family came up from Mexico in the 1880s. Not sure why in the hell they went all the way up to Alaska, but they did. So, and then her mom's great grandparents raised her. So, her family was the ones that started out working in the fields and eventually owned the fields. And she was a very spoiled brat. Yeah. She was so spoiled that in the 50s, women did not ride those, I don't know, those machines that take you up, you can snip the top of the hops. She did that for one day because she pitched a fit. And her great grandfather made her uncles let her do that. She did that for a day and decided she didn't like it. So, yeah. I sent last fall, it's been a year now. I sent my tia's, actually mother's great grandparents' nativity set to my cousin Sally because my boys ain't gonna give a shit, and that thing's over 250 years old. So, yeah. My dad. Okay, Jimena, get this. When I was younger, my dad would go to like Michoacan, and he would buy like tables, chairs, stuff, and he'd bring it up to here to sell. And he would never sell it for much more than he paid for it. You know, he didn't like robbing people. He didn't think that was fair. So there was a village, he spoke Spanish, and my dad had a crew cut. He's an Irishman, or he was an Irishman up until last June. And he had a crew cut, so they called him Mr. Pelon. The little kids running around the village. And then, what, 20 years later or so, because it had to have been 20 years later, he did migrant recreation directing for the Del Monte camps and the Sadists up by Toppenish, Washington. And there was adults there, and they looked at him, and they go, Mr. Pelon? They remembered my dad 20 years later in another state, in another country. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember the curse words. Yeah, yeah. That's when I learned, because I would go out with him, because he would take those kids camping. I took him up to Moses Lake one time on a trail, and he was telling them, okay, keep an eye out for this. This is what a rattlesnake looks like, this, and this. And one little kid goes, Mr. Bratton, you mean, does it look like that? And we stood there. There's rattlesnakes everywhere. Dad was like, turn around very slowly, walk down this hill. So, yeah. Um, my mother would crack me up because, oh my God, that was a dad, not a racist bone in his body. Mother, mm. um, she was like, well, your dad's sisters don't like me because I'm Mexican. I'm like, no, it's because you're a bitch. She's like, I'm like, that's exactly why, because she likes me and my brother, because they like me and my brother, you know? So the cuss words, yeah. I couldn't even. Yeah, I remember one of the things we learned in French class was merdi toro and bullshit. But yeah, I took French class. Do I remember it? No. Can I conjugate verbs? No. I can read it, kind of, but that's about it. I mean, I remove this. I can't. Oh, stop screen. There we go. Yeah. Got. Oh, Jesus. You mean gatos and cat? It's like, I'm pretty sure that's a C you wrote. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I had one customer. He looked at me when I was working at the store, the local store here. He looked at me and he goes, he's Mexican. He goes, you're Spaniard, aren't you? And I'm like, yep. I'm like, okay, that was all he said. I'm like, all right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Grandpa was a 6'5" tall Spaniard. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It's like my oldest was talking to a gal at his work, and they were talking, and she's like, well, you're Mexican. And Nathan's like, well, yeah, First Nation Mexican. She's like, no, you'd be, Spaniard, but you're also Native American, so you're Mexican. And Nathan's like, so Nathan was asking me, my oldest was asking me, and I'm like, no, you're Native American and Spaniard separately. You're Yaqui. I said, if I'm quarter blood, your grandma Molly was half. Grandma was full-blooded Native American. He's like, oh, so we're First Nation Mexicans. I said, yes, we are. And you look into the history of the Yaquis, and it's not pretty. What happened to them? It's not pretty. So we were reduced down to 4,000 people. Needless to say, we've all bounced back from that, but yeah, we were reduced to 4,000 people. The hell keeps coming? I've got all my notifications up because if the hospital calls me, it's annoying as shit. Anytime I get a break, it's when I have it on for sleep mode at nighttime. So, what was it for my wedding? I got to pick out my own pig. My uncle took me. We got to pick out my pig for cooking. Did I get any? No. By the time I got back, Mom divvied it all amongst the family, and we didn't even get any leftovers. My love, my something, my heart. Life, my love, my life, my heart. Looks like I somewhat read it. I know enough. Good Lord. My grandmother and my great-great aunt, they're sisters, and there's like a 13-year age difference between those two. Those two would talk so fast in Spanish and at the same time and answer each other. I'd be sitting there watching them going like this. You know? I need to make tamales this year, but not blue. Not like I did the last time. We had a discussion last night that shopping day, I've got to stop either at Hobby Lobby or Michael's and look for some unique little things to add to the Christmas tree because I'm probably going to have to put it up early this year. So, yeah, I know. Thank you. What is it, Ricky Martin? For that one. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna probably have to put it up early, and then God knows when I'll get to take it down. So, it's gonna be an interesting year. My granddaughter was ready to put it up yesterday. Where's the tree, Nana? It's in the storage unit. Let's go get it. Not yet. Yes, I knew you threw your toy behind the toy box, but I ain't getting it till the tree's up. So. You lost me there. Hombre. Not friend. It cracks me up when I call my granddaughter Mika. And all of a sudden my Weather Channel ads start coming in Spanish. I'm like, yeah, you listen to me, don't you, fucking phone? So. I'm dying of. That was an interesting TV show. Oh. Hunger. Okay, I knew I recognized the word, but yeah, it's typically the tree went up on Black Friday, but I don't know. Yep, typically goes up on Black Friday, but I don't know. See what shit this year's gonna be fuckered. Pardonnez-moi. Is it? I keep getting these. Anybody else get these things from people? Did you get the government welfare for, I think, for COVID or whatever? And I'm like going, I have people who I think are copying friends' accounts. And I'm like, no thanks, guys. I ain't taking out no fucking government handouts. I didn't even do WIC for the kids. My parents didn't take it. My in-laws didn't take it. My grandparents on my parents' side never took government handouts. Matter of fact, my grandpa chased a guy, I forget how many miles, because he dropped a bag of beans in Idaho in the early 40s and never caught up with him. And the kids were so happy because they had beans to eat for quite a while. Dad was born on a dirt floor log cabin in Colorado. And in typical Irish style. Okay. What we see, what we get told on this end, his dad would laugh and would say, yeah, a tire would break. And so he goes, Dad would trade him a bottle of whiskey for a used tire so they could keep coming up the road to Idaho. I'm like going, oh my God. But then my dad also said, your grandpa, their idea of a fun Sunday afternoon was to go to church, go to mass, go home, get drunk, and get in a fight in the front lawn. And I'm like, that's nice. As I think of that as I'm watching both my boys fighting, cold sober though, but fighting in the front lawn while people we both know, we all know, because I work at the store and so did my son, drive by, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Would you two knock it off? You know, when the oldest is 5'11" and the younger one is 6'2", the younger one has a little bit of an advantage. So it's like, would you two knock it off? Leave your brother alone. But they want to go when I go in for surgery. I'm gonna have to find a house that, oh God, it's got to have 3 beds at least. They can't even sit together in the car. Well, 36 and soon to be 33. They have to be separated. So, because they act like they're 11 and 8 all over again in the car. It's like, God damn it, you two leave each other alone. But get to call the surgeon after this. I guess make an appointment. I don't know. Guess it's best to have a pre-plan out before it starts. No. The video I'm going to put up today is about being your own advocate, using your own strength, and, don't have the victim mentality. You go uneducated so you don't get pushed around to whatever they want to do. Know your options. Is there a gas station on the corner? Or no? No, that's not Gasolina. I'm not sure. So I said it. I know enough to get my ass in trouble if people start talking to me, and I might go, no, 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 no. No comprende. No. Muy poquito. Muy, muy poquito. And they always laugh at me. So, yeah. They always laugh at me. I mean, it's like me and my cousin were adopted. And I think the last time I got my ass beat really bad with my dad was 15. And I refused to go to one of mother's functions because most of them didn't speak English. Yeah. It's like, if my cousin Michael's not going, I'm not going. And I don't have anybody to talk to. Hungover on a Sunday? Well, if your ass can't get up in time for 8 o'clock mass, you're going to 11:30 mass in Spanish. So I'm sitting there hungover going, oh, I feel like shit. Yeah, you can only do so much. I mean, in nature, after a while, the kids, the youngins are on their own, and parents are nowhere to be found. Oh. But oh, okay. I always thought comida was food. ¿Qué es comida? No, you do not have to be her punching bag. Absolutely not. You don't. It's uh, mm, God, flipping glasses, my about Jesus. But yeah, do not be. Yeah, it's not nice to be her punching bag. I remember when my son told me, "I don't love you," and I looked at him and I said, "Yep." I said, "I don't care. I didn't have you to love me. I had you to do shit for me." The look on his face like, well, that didn't work. I went, good. Yes. Okay, sweetheart. And I should get going too. It's been damn near an hour right on the dot. But I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe with some more information. Maybe just with another headache. But I'll let everybody go and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you all. All my love, Miss Dragon. Okay, guys, have a good night. Good afternoon. Yeah, most of it's night and afternoon for us. So I'll catch you tomorrow on the flip side.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.